What's up YouTube? I'm just another guy and welcome back to my Rise to Fame. So here we are, 1st of July 2023. My character, me as a manager, I'm now officially 29 years of age. It just ticked over very recently, a few days ago. So first update, at 29 the last year, that my person will be in his 20s. So a few things on this screen first I kind of want to go over. The first one, and to me a big one, is that we now have a world-class reputation. Our reputation can not get any bigger. And I'm still shocked, really, that in, 9 years, starting my what could have been 10th season, if I'd have been, if I'd have started in England in my career, I'm managing Chelsea. I'm managing one of the biggest clubs in Europe, and I've won the Premier League, probably one of the biggest leagues in the world, if not the biggest league in the world. I'm managing Brazil in the Copa America, and we've got the knockout stages today. We've got the quarterfinals first. We've got Chile coming up, a game that we should win, and we've looked very comfortable in this tournament. But yeah, the progress we've made in this save is just, it's mind-blowing. One thing that does bug me though on this screen still is that mentally my coach is not really improving, and I don't really know how to get that up. But like a lot of these are pre-recorded way in advance, so apologies because you might have told me in the past or something, and I've just not seen it. But yeah, if we go on to the information, we are currently going to get ourselves a new coaching badge, a Continental A license. Chelsea have permitted me to go and get that. So that will improve my coaching stats, which is great. I need to get my coaching stats up. Another thing as well, media handling is now at its maximum. Managing finances is just at its maximum. It was really good last year, my managing finances, basically because we didn't really spend big. Handling team discipline, that's quite high, which I'm happy with. Hands-on approach as well is high, which I'm happy with. Tactical consistency, that's always pretty high for me, which again I'm happy with. Loyalty to players is not very high, although I imagine that will improve in the future as this Chelsea squad, I imagine, will stay together for a while. And domestic player bias, I do kind of want to get that up. I think we've got some young, I showed you last video, we've got some young talent at Chelsea, which I do want to bring through, so hopefully that will get that stat up. But the bottom two stats are just something that I think happens as a manager. It depends on how old your squad is and sort of the quality that you can produce through your youth system or the quality of English players. I mean, England are a great nation. They always are in Football Manager. The Football Manager always does them the credit of making them a top team in the international stage. Although realistically, we never really live up to that. But yeah, England always just produce good players, but the thing is they're overpriced, and I never really like going for them for that reason. Although, like I say, we've got some good young players, so hopefully we can get the stat up itself. But let's go into this Brazil Brazil thing. I should have started on this screen because it's not a Chelsea video today. It's just all about Brazil. So, in the tournament so far, we've done incredibly well. We'll start off and talk about the Sweden friendly. Now, in this friendly, I had everyone who plays for a South American team still at their South American teams. They were actually traveling and would meet up with us for the tournament on the 11th. So it meant, and it actually said, you're unavailable. They're not available for this game. And that meant both of my goalkeepers were out of this game. So I had to put an outfield player in goal. So I went with Juan Jesus. A lot of people had 4 goalkeeper ratings, and I'm not sure the highest goalkeeping rating is. I'm pretty sure it's like 5. I'm pretty sure the higher it is, the better it is. But I went with Juan Jesus in goal, the 32-year-old centre-back who plays for Barcelona. He's 6'1". He was the tallest guy we had out there with a decent goalkeeping rating. And plus, he wasn't in the first team originally, so I thought, okay, that's good, we'll put him in. We won the game 4-3, so we did concede 3 goals. Juan Jesus did pretty well, actually saved a few chances, and a few highlights where he actually saved chances, which I was really happy with. But it was what this friendly did more than anything. It illustrated to me that we have some very good quality in the team going forward. We only won 1-0 against Argentina, my only other game I've been in charge of Brazil with. This is only my second game in charge, so it's still really new territory for me. Players that I've not really tested in a formation that I haven't really tried with the players. So to win 4-3 as we did was really good. Barbosa getting 2 in a good display all round by the attacking half of the pitch. Like I said, defensively we were pretty weak, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't helped by the fact that we didn't really have a keeper in goal. Although this is the back 4 that we were going to be playing in the tournament, so you could have looked at it as a bit of a shaky thing as well. But either way, we went into the tournament with our full squad meeting up, and we started off against Venezuela, and we won this game 3-0. Fred had a brilliant game, scoring 2 cracking goals, and overall all 3 of the goals we scored were brilliantly well worked. Some great passing, as you would expect from this nation, and like I say, we breezed past Venezuela, never really looked in trouble, and like I say, a perfect way to start off the group with a brilliant, emphatic victory. Next up was Peru, and it turned out to be probably the toughest test based on the scoreline. Neymar, Oscar gave us the lead in the first half. Neymar getting his first goal of the tournament, and Oscar having a fantastic game in this match. We rotated some of the starting lineup as well in this game from the previous match, because of course in tournament time you're playing a lot of games in a very short space of time, and I want to make sure I've got players who are fit. So Fred didn't play in this match despite his 2 goals in the previous match, but the guy coming in for him, Pereira, was really good, was solid throughout the game, and like I say, it was overall just a really solid match from us. Shame Portugal scored in the 48th minute for Peru, not the actual national team Portugal. I'm not crazy. So we couldn't keep a clean sheet, but still, you know, we got the third goal, and we restored our 2-goal advantage with Iwandro, and that helped us again win a game, and that actually put us through to the quarterfinals. So going into the last game against Costa Rica's under-23s, probably the easiest team in our group, we could sit back and relax and know that we'd already, you know, put ourselves through to the quarterfinals. So again, there were a few changes to the starting lineup. Neymar was rested for this match. Our left back was rested. One of our centre backs was rested. You know, I rested up a lot of people, and we still put in a very good display. Costa Rica were never even in the game. You know, in fact, you could have fielded a completely different team, and I wouldn't have noticed any difference because they didn't have a highlight for the entire match. It was just that comfortable. Alex Silva got us underway from a goal from the right back, who's been pretty solid throughout this whole tournament. Iwandro got himself a hat-trick, who himself has been very solid throughout this whole tournament, and also our defensive midfielder, who I believe was getting his first ever cap. For some reason, it's not counted it as a cap. That's a bit harsh. I mean, I know he's not a great player and all that, but he should have got a cap for that game. He scored. I don't know why he hasn't got a cap there. That's a bit strange, but either way, in his first ever game, he scored a goal. But like I say, for some reason, he didn't register it. That's a little strange. Are they registering everyone's appearances in this tournament? They've registered Fernando's, because Fernando, this was his debut, Fernando, for the national team against Sweden. He's then played against Venezuela and against Peru, and I rested him. Actually, no, he should have more than 3 caps, Luis Fernando. He should have 4. I don't think they registered the game against Costa Rica's under-23s because it was against the under-23s. So that's a little harsh because he makes his debut and they don't even count it and he scores a goal. Do they count it for the top goal scorers in the tournament? They do. So yeah, the quarterfinals is currently shaping up like this. Brazil, us, have got Chile. Colombia played Paraguay and they've already won. They beat them 3-1. Ecuador are playing Argentina, and Peru are playing Mexico's under-23. So pretty much the teams you'd expect going through. I guess some of the shockers were Uruguay didn't even get a point. I'm actually really surprised about that. But apart from that, I'd say there's no real massive surprises. Group B was a very difficult group. Group C was pretty much the teams I expected to go through. And Group A, I would say it was what you'd expect. I mean, I don't know, Peru and Venezuela, like I said, I'm not too familiarized with South American football. I don't really know, who's better out of Venezuela and Peru. To me, the better teams in South America are, or national teams are Brazil, Argentina, and then your Uruguay, you got your Chile, your Ecuador, your Colombia. I would say Group B to me are pretty much I would say they're the sort of second group in the quality South American teams. I'd say the top group are more Brazil and Argentina. But like I say, I could be wrong. That's just my perspective of things from what I've seen and stuff through history or previous World Cups that I've been sort of conscious for. So yeah, today we've got Chile, who in their group who actually finished third in their group. So I guess there is a third place thing or something, because the fact that they got through doesn't actually add up. How did Chile get through? It should have been Ecuador and Colombia. Ecuador and Colombia did get through. Why did Venezuela not get through? No. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 teams. Okay, so 2 teams so the top 2 teams in third went through. I can't believe I didn't even recognize that. So Paraguay and Chile went through for their whatever reason. And I guess it was goal difference it came to. I don't even know why they went through. So yeah, we've got a really good game today. Chile, and a team that we should breeze past, and we should get ourselves through to a semi-final. Not a capacity stadium. I'm really surprised at that. It may be because it's actually not all seated. If I actually go on Barcelona, Ecuador, and click on their facilities, yeah, so yeah, it's only the seating section allowed. So 45,600 people are here. The team for today, I'm just sort of considering what I want to do. I've rotated this lineup yet again. Fitness is a very big thing. This Chile game should be quite a breeze, so I've gone with a slightly different lineup, which means in goal we have Casillo, who's played in every game so far for the tournament. Alex Silva is our right back. Marquinhos and Daquino are our centre backs. I probably butchered that name. Sorry about that. Enrique is our left back. Luis Silva is our defensive midfielder. Our centre midfielder is Luis Fernando. Right attacking mid is Oscar. Centre attacking mid is Pereira. Left attacking mid is Neymar. And up front we have Iwandro. The bench is Ribeiro, Rafael Doria, Eduardo, Fred, Philip Coutinho, and Barbosa. And then the other people not selected are Juan Jesus, Erula, Erico, and Bernard. So I didn't even talk about my squad selection, but this was my selection. Probably the biggest name I left out was Rafinha. But like I say, I picked people that were playing well, are good, and fit the tactic. And I couldn't see a place where Rafinha would fit the tactic, so I ended up not selecting him. So yeah, let's proceed into this match. Like I say, I expect a win. I expect a big win, and I'm hoping that we can pick up. Like I say, we can get through to this semi-final and actually get one step closer to the final itself and winning this tournament, because we're the holders, you know, we want to retain if we can, because Brazil were the last nation to actually retain this trophy. So we're going to try and do it again. And like I said, I really want to win this tournament. It's been a great year for me. It's still not technically over. And in fact is, when this tournament ends, 3 days later, pre-season, or my team are back for pre-season. So it's this is sort of just it's just constant games for me. I've not even really looked at my Chelsea team. I'm not really sure who I want to sign or where I want to sign, because I've just been focused on Brazil. So it'd be nice to win. You know, get some more points on the Hall of Fame, add another trophy to my collection, and then turn my attention back to Chelsea and back to the friendlies and Community Shield game we got coming up, because there's another trophy I'd like to win. All right, we're on the attack. We're doing pretty well so far. In what has been a relatively exciting start to the game. I believe we did already have that chance. It was the chance that led to the corner, so end of highlight. But a very encouraging start. Like I say, we're looking on top so far. Chile maybe with an attempt here. Great tackle by the centre-back. Trying to clear it forward to Iwandro, but can't quite find him. Although Lucas Silva with a nice challenge. Plays it to Luis Fernando, who plays it to Piera. Not a great pass to Oscar, but we somehow managed to come out with it still. And now Oscar is able to get the ball, playing it out wide to Alex Silva. Alex Silva whipping it in, unable to find Iwandro. Ball out on the left-hand side. Enrique surely looked to whip this one in. Plays it to Neymar, who finds the back of the net. 1-0 Brazil, and I would say that's one through to this semi-final. It's Neymar's 70th goal for the national team as well. Neymar is absolutely brilliant. He's my vice-captain for this tournament. I believe my captain is Marquinhos in defence, the PSG centre-back. And here's Iwandro actually in a really nice position. Good run from him and a decent effort and a good save. Wasn't a bad round then. It wasn't a bad attempt. Would have been a hell of a goal if it had gone in. And it might have been goal of the tournament if that's a thing for this tournament. Here is Luis Fernando, maybe with a long shot effort. Instead, we're going to get a free kick. I believe Oscar's going to step up and take this. I think Oscar's our free kick taker. He is. And wow, there we go. Oscar with the free kick. 2-0 Brazil. Runs over to the Chile section again of the crowd to celebrate. Just to rub salt in the wounds of their Chile fans. And like I say, we're breezing now. It's about monitoring the team. Let's hope we don't concede. It'd be nice to keep a clean sheet in this game. As I say that, we do concede. Mora with a goal, giving Chile a way back into it. His first ever goal for Chile as well. So he'll be proud of that moment in his career. But yeah, we need to now get. I say we need to get another goal to make sure we're safe. I am still just going to really be about monitoring conditions, trying to substitute players off when they get tired. For example, Lucas Silva just picked up a knock there. If his condition doesn't improve to enough, I'll probably sub him off very soon. But there you go, 2-1 at half time. Wasn't the worst first half, but there's room for improvement. That's completely true, Emerson, my assistant manager. There's definite room for improvement there. Well, the fact that we conceded was just the worst point of that for the first half. Apart from that, I don't think Chile had a highlight, so it wasn't terrible, but obviously we can score more if we continue to attack. I mean, we're doing very well, getting a lot of shots and a few shots on target, but I'd like to add to the amount of goals we've scored. Add to the scoreline. Here's Alex Silva now on that right-hand side, being dispossessed, but we get it back. This time, Oscar whipping it in, and Iwandro makes it 3-1, and there's the 2 goals deficit restored for us. And is Lucas Silva's condition going down? 73 currently. Let's have a little look as the game progresses. I think Alex Silva's going to come off. But yeah, we're going to take Lucas Silva off. We are going to bring on Eduardo. We're going to take off Alex Silva as well. We're going to bring on Rafael from Manchester United. And I think we'll also take off Neymar and we'll bring off Philippe Coutinho. So we'll make a triple substitution. Can be risky because we could get an injury and go down to 10 men. But I'd rather take all them players off now. And have them fit for the semi-final, because it's only a few days away actually, because we're definitely there now, you know. If there was any doubt at 2-1, that's completely gone now. We're surely safe. I mean, at 2-1 there was always that chance they could equalise and maybe take us all the way to penalties, but I don't see that happening right now. This is Oscar playing a ball to Henrique, our left back, who's been tackled. Coutinho, Pereira to Iwandro, who somehow can't find the back of the net. Decent save from the keeper, because there was a crowd of bodies that could have easily trickled past him. So he reacted well. But another dominant display by us. Really is. It's been, the whole tournament has just been like this. It's just been so dominant. I don't think we'll meet a challenge until the semi-finals. And I didn't really, going into this, think that we'd meet a challenge until the knockouts, which is why I didn't want a live com until the knockout. But it turns out the quarterfinals, I could have even skipped this game because it's just been so easy. You know, like I say, not even a challenge. Mora's been tackled there. It's a little bit of possession from Chile, actually. Nope, Luis Fernando's going to snuff that attack out, and maybe it'll be an attack for us. Here's Coutinho. You know, our attacking ability is so good, Coutinho can't even get in the team. Here's Rafael on that right-hand side. Back to Luis Fernando, and Coutinho does score in probably the most bizarre goal you'll ever see. It's his first ever goal for Brazil, is that? Surely not. Coutinho surely scored for Brazil. Anyway, Luis Fernando, you'll probably never see a more bizarre goal. A clearance from the defender just bounced off Coutinho, and he's going to have to claim that because there's no way that's an own goal. We do go down to 10 men. Our centre-back gets injured. That's not good. That's our captain for the tournament out injured there. And it'll probably keep him out for the rest of this tournament. I mean, fingers crossed he can maybe make it back for the final, but I don't really see him being forced off unless it's an injury that will take a few days to recover at minimum. So, yeah, well done, team. Through to the semi-final. As you'd expect, Oscar with a man of match performance, 9 rating, 1 assist, 1 goal. In a very nice performance from him. But most importantly for me, is the injury a bad one? Actually, no, it's not even an injury that will keep him out. So, pretty fortunate there, although he is knackered, so he probably will still miss the semi-final just for condition reasons. But we'll have to find out who we actually get in the semi-final. I want to go to my inbox. Do I not have a press conference? I guess I don't. But yeah, one thing I kind of want to mention quickly as well, I was thinking about it during the game. I've had 2, I signed a new contract with Chelsea this season as well. I didn't mention that. So I've got a new deal with Chelsea, which is extended. I don't know how long it extended by, but it means I'm here till 2027 as a minimum. I'm not sure if I'll extend my deal beyond that point. I think I might leave in 2027 and, you know, go to Africa, because I still do want to go to Africa, and I still want to try and complete the Pentagon in this save. I'd love to try and top all the Continental Hall of Fames if I can. For example, it's still an ambition of mine to manage New Zealand. So, don't think I'm just going to sit in Brazil and pick up some trophies throughout my entire career, for the rest of this career until we top the Hall of Fame. But, yeah, I signed a new deal with Chelsea, but before that, I had a interview with, or I could have had an interview with Real Madrid, which I turned down, and Real Sociedad came forward randomly, but again, I turned that down. But Madrid was a surprising one for me, because they just quite literally signed a new manager last season to sack him after 1 year, and he finished second, so it wasn't like he had a bad game. I mean, a bad year. It was just a decent year. But then again, it's sort of realistic to Madrid. So I'm going to continue forward, quickly see who I get in this semi-final, and it's going to be Colombia. So, Brazil-Colombia in this semi-final. Diego Simeone in charge of Colombia. 31st ranked in the world. I'm very confident we can get a win. What do the bookies reckon that will happen? You know, what's the odds? The odds are that we are favourites, so fingers crossed we're going to get ourselves through to the semi-final. We're going to play at the same stadium we played at previously as well. How many games have we played at that stadium? Is it just the one so far? It is just the one so far, so it's our second game there, or our second home in this tournament in a way. So yeah, I'll meet you guys back in a second for that Colombia semi-final. Okay, the game against Colombia. Let's go into this. Now, the other semi-final for today is Argentina versus Peru. I think that's Argentina through, in my personal opinion. But I'd love for Peru to cause a shock and have them in the final. But I can't help but see a Brazil versus Argentina final. It'd be typical. But yeah, let's have a look at our team. And as you can see, condition is worse for wear, to say the least. So we're going to make a few changes, and actually maybe quite a few changes. What we are going to do is actually probably change pretty much the whole team, which can be considered quite a risky thing. I just want to go back on my squad quickly because I don't really know people too well. Actually, I've got some notes down here. Who was my backup centre mid? It was Eduardo. So yeah, I can put Eduardo in that position because everyone in this team is everyone's got a backup, everyone's got a second choice, and I just want to make sure that everyone's second choice is being replaced by them. So. Daquino is going to be on the bench. Rafael is going to be on the bench, yes. You won't be on the bench, though. We'll have Bernard. No, we'll have you on the bench. Oscar can... we will put Barbosa to start, and we will also put Bernard to start. You actually won't have you on the bench. Yeah, we're going to go out there today with this. So quite a rotated team, but we've got an abundance of quality of this team. That's the luck of managing a team like Brazil. You've always got an abundance of quality and always got enough in reserve. So the team for today is Casillo in goal. Alex Silva keeps his role at right back. Doria and Juan Jesus are our centre back partnership for today. And Iula is our left back, I believe. Lucas Silva keeps his role at defensive midfield. Eduardo comes in centre mid. Bernard takes his spot at the right attacking mid. Fred comes in as our centre attacking mid. And Neymar keeps his spot at the left attacking mid. And Barbosa is up front. I can already predict the subs for today are going to be Alex Silva, Lucas Silva, and Neymar. But just so they're fit for the final, or as fit as they can be for the final. But that's still a very strong team in my opinion, and that's still a team more than capable of overcoming Colombia. Thinking back, I probably should have played a slightly weaker team against Chile, but the thing is, if I'd have done that, I would have played probably a stronger team here, and then I might have had to play a slightly rotated team for the final. I'm happy with the team I've got out today, basically. I still think that Colombia have still got to worry about us, and it's not like we've weakened the team enough to the point where we have to go, oh no, Colombia are going to overpower us through their quality of player. No, I'm still confident. So... let's go, and here's the first highlight of the game, only 3 minutes in. Lucas Silva with the ball, playing it to Bernard. Out wide to, or trying to, really out wide to Fred. Just a little bit further wide to Fred. Here's Iula on that left-hand side. Eduardo, come on, get the ball in. He plays it to Neymar. Into Fred, and bang! Fred keeps up his goal-scoring run in this tournament, and another brilliant goal by Fred. He just can't seem to stop scoring great goals in this tournament. And that makes it 1-0. Very well on in the game. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Exactly the reaction we wanted. Oh yeah, Neymar as well is captain for this game because Marquinhos is not playing, of course. Good for him, although I don't see Neymar, as I said, seeing out the game. So I'm not really sure who would be our captain once Neymar comes off. It'd be interesting to see. Here is Fred, though, picking up the ball quite deep in Colombia's half. Well, not deep, really. But actually, we get a penalty. Bernard is brought down, and who's taking our penalty? Is it Neymar? Yes, it is. I already sorted out my kick takers before the tournament started. So, Neymar, here we go, stepping up with a chance to make it 2-0 and put us in a very comfortable position. And he does so. Captain's penalty, top corner, pretty much unsavable. And I'm not going to go ahead and say that we're in the final already, like I did in the previous part with Chile, because I don't think Colombia can be taken that lightly. You know, they're having a pretty bad first half, but it can't get any worse, so we might see a rejuvenation? Is that a word? Is that the word I want to use? Either way, we might see them come back in the second half. So it's about just keeping things steady in a way. I actually wanted to make a sub at halftime, because we'll just let 5 minutes go past, and then I'll make the subs I wanted to make. Also, as well, I think this is the first game we've wore our blue in this tournament, and I quite like the blue of Brazil, as much as I like the yellow. So yeah, we'll make the changes now. I'll take Alex Silva off, we'll bring Rafael on, we'll take Lucas Silva off, we'll bring him on for his debut, and we'll take Neymar off, and we'll bring Coutinho on. Triple substitution. I know it might seem quite drastic, and it might have even been you could have argued that I might as well have not started them, but like I say, I have faith that they'll be, you know, that we won't get another injury. And even if we do, I'm still confident that we can outplay Colombia. Here is a chance for Coutinho, and it's a good save from the keeper, but again, it looked like it was going wide. I don't think it was troubling him that much. And Fred almost scoring again. Doria somehow doesn't get that in. I don't know how he didn't put his foot through the ball. Doria is actually our captain. And he is also the Man City centre-back. And bang, there we go. The second captain to score today is Doria with the goal to make it 3-0. And that is us through to the final of the Copa America. There's no doubt about it. We're definitely through. Colombia just haven't been with us today. They're nowhere near the quality we are. And this is the second team, arguably, currently playing. In fact, pretty much everyone out on that field right now is the second team, apart from Fred and our goalkeeper. And... wow, what a shocking defensive thing there. Wow, we should have kept a clean sheet today. Should have kept a clean sheet today. I'm actually so annoyed that we've conceded 3 goals in this tournament, because they're 3 goals that could have easily have been wiped away if we'd have just been alert in defence. Here's Coutinho. Wow. Good shot from Coutinho, but keeper was able to see it. Keeper was able to save it. So let's not have another defensive mishap. I mean, maybe I did speak a little prematurely by saying we're through. But especially with the Castillo coming as far out as he did there. I mean, calm down, mate. It's Coutinho. Fred to Barbosa. Not having a good game, Barbosa. But here's Bernard. Should have made it 4. It really should be 4-1 to Brazil. We've had so many opportunities to make it 4-1. Should be 3-0. It should just be 3-0, let's face it. The shocking defending. I still don't know how Colombia managed to get the opportunity they did. I don't know what was going wrong with the defence. Here's Fred whipping it in. Unable to find a blue shirt. Rafael on that right-hand side. Will he whip it in? Nope. Will Fred whip it in? Nope. With Eduardo, he passes it into Barbosa, who gives it to Coutinho, who makes it 4-1. Coutinho yet again scoring. He's second in as many games. He really is a super sub right now because he's scoring. I wonder if he'll get one in the final. Colombia have got an injury. It just says he goes off. I don't know who came on for there for the injured player there. So Colombia might even be down to 10 men. But either way, the game's just flown by and it's 4-1. We have beaten Colombia. We are through to the Copa America final and we'll hopefully win our 5th trophy of this season. From my perspective, my second since I've been in charge of Brazil, and I guess this will be counted as the first trophy of the calendar year with Brazil because we've got the Super Classico against Argentina coming up soon in September. So congratulations, thank you. Success is ingrained in this club's culture. Obviously, you don't like seeing your teams concede goals. I'm just going to say no comment. I'm very pleased. Actually, excellent. We deserve to win. Fred's an outstanding footballer. He really is. I'm going to say no comment because I don't really think they played that well to the point where you need to ask me questions about them. But yes, let's... I'm going to end this here quite literally right now, and I'll meet you back for the final, and I'll leave you in like a few seconds of suspense to find out who we actually have in the final, as long as it wasn't given away already. Damn it, I think I would. No. Yeah, damn it, I think it was. Alright, guys, so... Copa America final. You pretty much knew who it was going to be. I already hinted at it. I didn't hint at it last time, but I suggested who it could possibly be. I didn't realise that Argentina actually didn't play until the day after we played. So I thought we had Argentina in the final because of this up here. It turns out I was wrong. Because that was always up there. Because the last time I saw you, it said Argentina up there, but Argentina hadn't already played. But they beat Peru. They beat them 3-0. They breezed past them. So it set up a great Copa America final. And... the thing is, this is only my 8th game in charge of Brazil. This is the second time I'll play Argentina, and the winner of the game will walk away with a trophy. You know, that's quite crazy. But anyway, yeah, Copa America final. We're in the the South American Football Express. No, that's not the stadium. How dumb. Where is it being hosted? I have no idea. We'll find out on the day, because it's actually not even the day yet. So, basically, I thought I'd do all the pre-match stuff on camera. So, yeah, yes, of course. Let's do this now. So, you're 90 minutes away from immortality, winning the Copa America trophy on the line. How do you feel carrying the nation to the hope? Matches don't come much bigger than this, but you've got to be very interested in how... No. I mean, we all believe we can win it. And that parameters... what? Our permates through the squad and confidence is high. Okay, you're only back-to-back triumphs and defending the Copa America is one of the toughest tasks a team can face. You've come all the way. How difficult will it be to win the game? It'll be very tough. The opposition want it just as much as we do. I'm going to say this calmly. Copa America represents one of the number of trophies Brazil are yet to win in a potentially silverware-laden season. Do you view that something? Do you feel there's something of a springboard for the further success? Absolutely yes. You want to win every competition you go in for. One taste leads to a hunger for more. A number of people have agreed that your 4-1 win over Colombia would be a highlight on your run to the final. I'd go along with that. The performance was really good in that game. The game is the biggest of the season, and all the Brazil fans will be watching on with high expectations. Is it making you at all anxious? The whole team is aware what's expected of them, and they know it's abundantly clear. You reveal your structure, boys. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it. For any big game and stuff, whenever it comes to the press, I always hold the principle that I will never talk about how I'm going to prepare for the game, and I'm never talk how I'm going to line up for the game. It's just a thing that I think makes a bit of sense. I mean, sometimes I will. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes if it's for example, I'm playing Man U and they've beaten me all the time and stuff, I'll go out there and be like, yeah, I'm going to go out there and play attacking football to show them I don't fear them because of the record I've got against them. But most games, I'll just be like, yeah, no comment. One thing as well I kind of want to tell you is that Man U actually got a new manager. They failed to win the Champions League, which meant the only trophy they won for that season was the Super Cup against us. But yeah, Joachim Low actually retired from football, and so he left. And now Man U's new manager was Sampdoria's old manager. So having beaten him twice last season, I'm quite interested to see what sort of team comes up against me in the Community Shield. You know, it should be very interesting. As well, you know, Man City have got a new manager, Arsenal have got a new manager, a lot of new managers, and Tottenham have got a new manager. A lot of new managers in the Premier League this year, so should be very interesting. But yeah, here's a Super Classico. This is what I meant. I didn't realise the Super Classico had like hosts competing for it. I'm not sure where the current one's going to be held. That's actually being held in Japan. It is in Japan. Only 20,000 capacity. Wow, it seems like a small capacity for such a big game with big names and stuff. I mean, I still believe Messi plays for Argentina. Oh no, he doesn't. So this will be the only means I've played against Messi once, but I haven't played him against him again. But yeah, big game against Argentina. Massive, absolutely massive. But one I so desperately want to win. So Colombia finished third. I would have expected that as well. But that obviously means nothing. This is where it all comes down to. So we will be playing in the No Idea Stadium. 40,958 capacity. Less than the one we played at. Not a great host, Ecuador, but I guess everyone's going to host it. So we're going to go on to, not club selection, we're going to go on to squad and select our squad from here. So we're going to put our two main centre-backs back in the team for this final, obviously. We're going to put our main left-back in the team, Henrique. Silva can keep his place in the team. Eduardo doesn't stay in the team. It's going to be Fernando. Oscar gets back in the starting lineup. Fred can't keep his place in the team because he's too tired. But Fred will be on the bench. We will also put Eduardo on the bench. Rafael. We will also put Doria on the bench. And Iwandro needs to come back in the starting lineup. So let's run through the lineup for today. And it's a team that I'm very confident in. So Casio in goal. Alex Silva, Marquinhos, Dequino, and Henrique in defence. Lucas Silva is our defence midfielder. Luis Fernando is our centre midfielder. Oscar Pereira and Neymar are our attacking midfielders. And up front by himself is Iwandro. The bench is Ribeiro, Rafael, Doria, Eduardo, Fred, Coutinho, and Barbosa. Very, very strong team. Hopefully a team that will win us the Copa America. Like I say, this calendar year, we could win the Copa America and the Super Classico against Argentina both times. That would be a great year in Brazil's history. So you speak. Have you had to speak to the team, remind them the importance of the not being embroiled in a sort of temporary incidents? Yes. It was important to stick to our game. We won't be doing our chances of victory any good. Yeah, sort of things. Brazil last met, blah, 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 blah. We finished 1-0. I think if we perform the way we can, obviously we can win the game. Who was actually favourites there? I want to see. It's actually Brazil. We're odds-on favourites. The journalist believes it will go all the way to the shootout. So, you know, it could easily swing either way. One thing I want to check quickly as well, because I mentioned this for the previous one. Wow, it was Coutinho's first ever goal for the club. He's only had 12 caps for Brazil. I'm hugely surprised at that because he's got such a great career. He's had such a great career. Apart from that 1 year with Juve where he only played 4 games. But he's had such a great career, and I'm just surprised he's not had more caps for Brazil. I mean, I understand him not starting maybe, but I just mean caps-wise, as a sub appearance and stuff, you'd have thought he got a few more. But anyway, Argentina-Brazil, absolutely massive match. Couldn't get any bigger, really. And Oscar gives us the lead in the final. 7 minutes in, an Oscar free kick. I gotta love him. If he can continue the form he's had last year with me at Chelsea, this summer with me at Brazil, if he can continue that on to next year at Chelsea, it's going to be a good year for Oscar again. Because it was a great year last year. There you go, 1-0 against Argentina. Settled the nerves down, that surely did. That probably made Argentina a little bit nervous, put them on edge, probably frustrated them, changed their body language. There's another chance. Neymar with a corner, whipped in deep. Still in the box, Luis Fernando's shot is saved by the keeper. A fantastic save, he gets another chance, and Marquinhos with a goal. Their captain has scored, 32nd minute, giving us a 2-0 lead. Surely that's one hand on the trophy. One hand on the trophy. The second hand will get there once we see out the 90 minutes. Surely. I can't see Argentina coming back from this. Another corner coming in. It's cleared away a little bit better this time by Argentina, but still, we have the ball with Wandro. What a run. But his finish was abysmal. It was Fred-esque. Not Alfred. Real life Fred. The one that did shocking at the World Cup. But, yes, what a win. What a win. What a first half from us. Absolutely brilliant. Set pieces. Very vital, obviously. Both of our goals coming from them. But it doesn't make it any less of an accomplishment. Like I say, it's about seeing out the rest of this game. I think we're going to take Lucas Silva off. And we'll just add a fresh pair of legs in the centre of the park. I think we'll also take No, we won't. We make that change, but I kind of want to make another change. I might make a change to the defence. Marquinhos looking quite tired, and I don't really want tiredness in the defence if I can avoid it. Here's Argentina with a chance, and Argentina get one back in it. It's 2-1, and the game hangs in the balance now. I'm going to make that change to the defence, I believe. I don't want tiredness in the defence. We're going to bring Doria on. As Marquinhos with a great challenge. Playing it forward to Oscar. Oscar to Iwandro. Iwandro! Oh, he should have just laid it off to the left. He should have just given it to Neymar. It would have been an open goal for Neymar, and he could have slotted it in and made it 3-1. And put the game beyond doubt. Here's Neymar with a corner. Trying to find Iwandro and can't. Piera has been brought down. We're going to get ourselves a free kick, which Oscar will take. Here's Oscar with another chance to score. This time it's not as good. It goes over the crossbar. So I think we'll make one more change. We'll bring Coutinho on. 2 goals in a row. Will he get a 3rd goal in a row? And will he help us secure the title? 85th minute. So only 5 minutes remaining. Goal kick aim for Coutinho. Unable to get it. But here is Coutinho actually. A good ball over the top to him. Will he play it in? He does. And Iwandro makes it 3-1. And that is it. We have won the Copa America. Coutinho yet again proving to be a super sub. This time getting an assist, not a goal. But what a run. Beating the defender. Taking his time. Killing the ball. Stopping the ball dead. Allowing for the strikers just to get in better positions. And a beautiful pass in. And there we go. My 2nd trophy with Brazil in my 8th game in charge of Brazil. I don't think I've been in charge of Brazil for a full year yet, and I've won 2 trophies. Heck, I could even win 3. I've still got to play Argentina again in September. So good times for me in my career. 3-1 Brazil, my first major international competition. The Super Classico is sort of a one-off game. I'm not really counting that, although it does give me some points. The Pacific Games, obviously, is the Pacific Games. Didn't even give me any points. I get an accomplishment. I got an accomplishment called achievement or whatever, called Freedom of the Country. I guess it means win an international tournament or a major one. But there you go. Brazil win the Copa America. We've retained the trophy. The first time any team or any nation has retained it since we did it back in 04 and 07. So it's been a long time, but we've done it again. We've won it back to back. So passionately, the performance was fantastic. I'm delighted. A whole squad's on a massive high. The squad is capable of going on to be a real force. Oscar is amazing. The thing for me that is sort of upsetting is that the World Cup takes place in 2026. And if I look at this squad now, 2026 is 3 years away. Neymar will be 34. Oscar will be 34. My keeper will probably be retired. Lucas Silva will be 34. Marquinhos will be 33. You know, Raphael will probably be retired. Fred will be 34, and Fred's been incredible. You know, Fred is an absolute beast. Look at his record for Monaco. You know, Fred might not be the same. What I'm trying to get at is a lot of these players, Fred, Coutinho, Bernard, Jesus, Doria, you know, Raphael, Marquinhos, Casillo, Alex Silva, a lot of vital players for this tournament might not be available for the next major tournament. So it may be about bringing through some fresh recruits in the qualifying stage we've got coming up for the World Cup. Although, fingers crossed, Neymar's qualities, Oscar's, basically, hopefully, all of these guys' quality can stay with them for another 3 years. And then, you know, once we get past the World Cup, I might just leave if I win it. I don't know. You know, we'll see what happens. But that's the aim, to win the World Cup. So, yeah, Oscar impresses, picking up a man-to-match performance in the final, getting us the goal that put us underway on a perfect game. And Raphael expresses gratitude to manager. He's a great manager and deservedly earned the respect of both the players and the nation. The thing is, I can't even speak Brazilian Portuguese yet. So, I don't know how that went through. Let's have a little look at the Hall of Fame. The Worldwide Hall of Fame, 873 points. 1 Copa America added to the list. In terms of the continent of South America, we have got 144 points. Not a load of points. Still way off getting on there. And in terms of English, in terms of being an English manager, 873 points. Up into 6th. 1 more position gained. Bill Nicholson is next for Tottenham. I don't think the Community Shield gives you any points, although I could be wrong there. But we might have to wait. We might have to wait to the Super Classico before we can overtake Bill Nicholson and move on to Don Revie of Leeds and ex-England manager and stuff. So, climbing up the list, doing very well. The next time I will meet you back will be a Community Shield live comm against Manchester United, whom I said before are currently under transition of getting a new manager. I mean, like I said, I don't know what's going to be happening there. I don't know if he's going to be getting rid of players, bringing in players. It should be an interesting summer from their perspective, and hopefully we can maybe steal a player or two in the process. So, until next time, guys, peace out.